Hey everybody, it's the Red and welcome back to Battle Girls. Right then, last we left off, we got our asses kicked. I mean, I thought it was going pretty well for a bit, but it went kind of sour at the end. Hey, they kind of fucked me over. Anyway. Okay, point me at it. Alright, then, honorary repairman. Oh yeah, there's that. Now we're actually helping Kariko try and repair our mech suit. Alright then, honorary repairman. A few ground rules since the legal implications of me getting you injured are, not good. She winces a little, looking around nervously. It's really quite terrible. Now, we're going to take all that scrap metal and use it to weld any gaps or cracks we find shut. Wouldn't it be better to replace the armor plates that are smashed? Of course, but that would be expensive. Some will definitely need to be replaced, though. He stared directly at a couple of the more mangled-looking limbs. Right, I can see that. But the rest shouldn't really be any worse off with just a weld job. Now let's hurry up and get this done. Maybe we can even be finished before the sun rises. Oh, that's yeah. I mean, totally want your pilot to be completely exhausted, working on his mech all night. Can't fight. Well, I thought we were out of the... Are we out of the competition? I mean, the game's still going, so I guess I didn't lose. I don't know what the hell's happening anymore. I'm so confused. I mean, I'd sure hope so. Don't worry, I won't keep you that late. I mean, hey, don't update the journal. I'm not finished yet. I haven't. Never mind. I wouldn't mind being up, late alone with you. That's perfectly fine with me. It also would not be cheating on Sheehan. No, not even really. She reaches into a box, pulling out a bulky-looking belt. Good luck. She then slings it at you, and as he goes to catch it, he falls to the floor and smashes his face because it was much heavier than he thought it was going to be. Wait, where are you? There's a muted bang from her belt, and a grappling hook is fired up towards the head of the suit. Kariko gives it a testing yank, putting her full weight down before looking satisfied. Do you realize how complicated the head is? Even if you don't get beaten on like a bitch, I always have to check it every single time. Okay. She zips away towards the head of the suit, careful not to catch herself on any limbs or twisted bits of metal. So wait a minute, she has like one of those belt grappling... Kind of reminds me of the Attack on Titan bullshit. Omnidirectional something. I don't know what it's called. You pick up a hunk of scrap and test the welder, starting at a cracked leg plate. Please tell me she gave you like some goggles or something, or else you're gonna be blind. How come it's only you down here? You don't have to shout particularly loudly. The mostly empty garage carries your voice up with ease. Oh, there is that. Yeah, you don't have to worry about excess noise, I suppose. Heads up! A loud clang sets your ears to ringing, and on the floor, thankfully nowhere near you, a cracked piece of material falls. It looks like the eye of your suit, and it's staring at you accusingly. You did this to me. You did this. It's your fault. J'accuse. You shiver before getting to work again, and it's just going to keep watching you, judging you as you slowly repair it. Every single move you make, it determines to be inadequate. It's only me here because you guys are poor. You guys, so you're not like affiliated with the people who with my quote-unquote nation. You look up from the welding, blinking away bright blotches from your eyes. Get some fucking goggles or something, you dipshit. Seriously? Yeah, I'm one of, I think, 3 specialists left in the homeland. The other 2 are busy designing new suits. You're stuck with me. Luckily, the academy gives me a lot of leeway. From what you can see, she's just randomly tearing chunks of machinery out of the head of your suit. You get back to work too, moving further up the leg. How big is this thing actually? How about you look? You're surprised by Kariko suddenly swinging wildly around the suit before clinging to the opposite side. At least she enjoys it. Yeah, it's good to have fun doing what at your job, you need to enjoy your work and all that bullshit. You've only just reached the waist, and Kariko has already gone through the guts of your suit and changed out a ton of armor plates. Your arms are burning, and your abdomen aches just from lifting and moving parts. What's up? The Kariko lands down next to you, taking off the grappling belt she's been using to reach just about everywhere. How do you do it? That was exhausting. Practice. Keeps a girl in shape and tone, Oh. I can see that, yes. You're both soaked with sweat and breathing a little hard. Regardless, you groan and stretch, feeling fuzzy. Maybe now you'll appreciate how much work it takes to keep you fighting, Kariko grabs a rag, wiping oil and sweat from her body, uncaring of the view you're sheeted to. Not complaining. You blink away the thought before it can nest properly in your mind. Yeah, and sorry, believe it or not, I actually don't intend to get blown up or hurt myself or the girls. She smirks and thumps you on the arm, which hurts far more than you expect. Ouch. Don't doubt the strength of someone who deals with that sweet heavy metal. You give a tired yawn, but Kariko looks ready to go again. Of course she does. Well, one must have stamina, and apparently our dear Tariko here, doesn't. Well, there's a little more to do, but a lot less thanks to you. Good job, Takiro. It was decent having company, too. This place is too damn quiet sometimes. I mean, I can come by and talk sometime if it's just not too distracting for you, if you want the company. Although maybe our boy here should actually consider this to be an extra workout he does every so often. Think of it as an extracurricular activity. No problem. Good night, Kariko. Oh, and good job you too. We'd all be completely doomed without you. Yes, do remember to thank the person who keeps you up and running. That's very important. Make sure they feel like they're appreciated. Glad you noticed, but don't forget to eat stuff too. Next time, bring me food and drink. Consider a payment. I'll consider it a date. Ow. Don't you get paid by the government? Sure, but that's just money. I eat like shit and never cook. Okay, that's a deal, assuming I'm not hounded out of here in utter shame at some point. Do try to avoid that. I run the suits to work on and have to go full-time to teaching. Blech. Duly noted. You stifle another yawn, and Kariko ruffles your hair as you wander out. It's strange how she acts like a wizened adult. At best, she's a year older than any of you. It's quiet when you get back to your room, and you're probably going to get a fair few less hours sleep than you'd hoped. You put together a quick meal, your eyes closing by themselves by the time you finish eating and washing up. You were feeling pretty angry with yourself earlier, but now you're just weary and determined. An evening and night spent on doing some of the damage dealt seems to have done you a world of good. I can imagine that being very therapeutic, yeah. Considering how he very likely obviously feels responsible for the suit getting the shit kicked out of it. Actually having some hand, however minor, in putting it back together, that's gotta feel somewhat, damn it, what's the word? Somewhat absolving, I suppose. That's the right word, I guess, but I'm not sure if that's quite how you should use it. Yeah, regardless, anyway, today's the day. Okay. You spent the last 2 days just recovering and getting your strength together. Hopefully, your suit is in as close to perfect condition as it's going to get, too. The bed's empty. You're alone under your covers. You don't actually remember getting into bed, though. The girls were over last night for a decent meal and a party before the final show. Even Kariko stopped over to wish you all of you luck. There's no knock at the door this morning, but it's still quite early. You shower, get changed, and wolf down a snack before checking the clock. It's only 7. The silence of your room is an odd contrast to how loud it is when you have company. You shrug and go about your morning stretches. Everything seems to be working in order. You're just finishing up and considering a proper exercise run when there's a knock at your door. And there's an update from YouTube. Go away. You awake? Akiko? Usually you just break in. That is a bit out of form for her, yeah. You open the door and let her in. She still looks a little sleepy. Shut up. How do you look so fresh in the morning? Well, you apparently had more to drink than I did. Is that going to be a problem? No, because I'm going to have Shin piloting, not her. Co-piloting. The blonde shakes her head and slowly shuffles over to your cupboard, starting to make coffee. Mama just needs her medicine. Before she's even finished blowing the wand, there's another knock at your door. Takiro? Morning, Takiro. I'll get that. Akiko doesn't even look up from her coffee preparations. A zombie-like drone. Well, this is a familiar sight. Doop, doop, doop. Very fitting, though. We're finally at the end. The others both grin, looking excited. It seems Akiko's been resurrected by her drink. So I guess now would be a good time to inform me on how the Battle Royale is going to work. Frankly, it's quite simple, and also pretty messy. Assuming a suit is still in fighting condition, they'll be in the arena today. Sounds messy. Oh, okay, so that's why we're not necessarily disqualified because our suit can still effectively function. It is. It's a battle of the last one standing. Oh, that's great. But doesn't that essentially invalidate every battle prior to this? Not really. It weeds out a lot of the weaker suits. That would have happened to us too if it wasn't for you. Does that mean we probably don't have to fight everyone? Micah nods, pausing to sip from her drink. Well, she did say any suits that were, still functional, and assuming any of the nations are as poor as ours, or even remotely, and they don't have as good engineers, they might not be operational, and therefore may not be present in the arena. This is the first time we've even made it to the Royal in years, so we've already done amazingly. Now yeah. It doesn't mean anything if we don't win. Win though, does it? Akiko grins at everyone, topping her cup. You all nod. Can't argue there. You glance at the clock. When do we start? About an hour, I think. Anything you need to do first? No, I don't think so. Honestly, this all happened in kind of a rush. Yeah. Having second thoughts? Akiko grins at you, batting her eyelashes. I wouldn't change anything for the world. They all giggle and get about preparing themselves to go. Well, I'm gonna go call my mother. I have to do some last checks. I've gotten a lot of mail to read. I should probably call my folks too. We'll see you at the garage. This is in case they all die or something. The clunking of boots against metal alerts you to a presence. Oh, hello. Up bright and early, Takiro? You grin and give Kariko a nod, looking over your suit. There are a few scratches and dings on there, but you've given as good as you've gotten to get this far. You did pretty well too, all things considered. The number I apparently did on the suit. Well, I also had a certain someone getting his suit torn to pieces and then taking up my valuable evening time. Your view of the suit is momentarily blocked by Kariko leaning over you. I wouldn't consider that blocking so much as improving the view. Did you turn up early hoping to spend some quality time with me? Why do you look angry? I didn't think there'd be any harm in it. She crouches down over your head, treating you to a rather delightful view. Oh, I can imagine. I'm just teasing you. Probably. She winks and stands walking away. Good luck with the fight, Takiro, and I think your co-pilots are here now. The final moment swiftly approaching. Don't start a cry on us now. Are you all excited? I am. Very funny. I mean it though, this isn't the last battle. If we make it through this successfully, we can turn the whole country around. But if we lose, it'll be a fresh disgrace, and our economy will be even worse off for it. Akiko thumps your shoulder. Without a doubt, we'll win, Taki. Yeah, that's a nice sentiment. And on that note, nothing on the episode here. Assuming I've timed this correctly, I think this should be about right. In any case, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.